Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of it's live, so hey, we got to do it over again, right? Right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that somehow made it its way into Wednesday. I am Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, yeah, we we're doing a special Wednesday edition, and you know what? Stupid me forgot to plug the show, so nobody knows that this show is on. But we will go in here. We will go in here blindly and everything. I was posting a lot of other videos within 24 hours. So yeah, I post one yesterday. I post one today, earlier today. So yeah, and they're both burger uh, product reviews. So I completely forgot to post um tonight's program. That's okay. That's okay. We, I'm sure it'll find its way. It'll find its way on here. So I will, I will do my best to post it as best as I can, and I do apologize for that. All right. So, but yeah, a lot of things going on. So I'm actually gonna be busy on Thursday. So Um, got some personal personal things to take care of, so that's why I'm doing my show early. Um, so if you're wondering why we didn't do one Thursday, that hmm. um, but yeah, um, big shout out. Let's do the shout outs and the plugs like that, so we can get the show rolling. Um, I forgot Mojo. I forgot Mojo because Mojo was supposed to come on here because I guess he wanted to talk to us, and um, apparently I couldn't get him, so he'll be back, here next week. So so yeah. See, everything was just so crazy today. So yeah, I'm pretty much phoning this in, considering the fact that I'm filming it on my phone. But we're gonna treat it like any other episode. Um, yeah, big shout out to the Dorkening Podcast Network. Guys are amazing. Love what you do each and every week, and check them out over on wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And they also have a little channel here on YouTube. You can also check out the Owl Light Network. Carrie and Raz and the gang um, have a lot of shows on their belt. They just wrapped up last weekend um, their 24-hour event. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And if you have not checked that out, do so. Do so. It's a must watch. And Nearest truly popped in a couple of times too. So yeah. So you can check that out. Um, you can check it out on their YouTube channel as well, and you'll like it as. I'm sorry. As like I said, it's been a busy day. It really has been a very busy day. But yeah, definitely check out the Owl Light Network on YouTube. Also, big shout out to my good friend Melly Plays over at Melly Playful and Tengu. If you like watching people play video games, then Melly Playful and Tengu are the ones for you. Check it out over on YouTube. Uh, under Melly Playful and Tengu, and you will enjoy it just as much as I do. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles for retro video games, accessories, and systems. You could also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You could also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles, and autographed items, spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. And if you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area, and you want to check out that amazing store, trust me, you will love it just as much as I do. Check it out. And they also have some events going on, um, which you can also check out. So directions and a list of events, you can check out their website over at mnjvideogames.com. Also, while you're in beautiful Southington, check out Hardcore Sweet Bakery. You got a sweet tooth, you like baked goods, then definitely you want to check this place out. HardcoreSweetBakery.com. Also, witchcraftbrewing.com for all your beer, um, house beer. And they have a place here in Southington as well too. Um, they like coffee. Check out Purgatory Roasters. They just opened up a new place, new location in Southington. So check it out. And and for the list of stuff that they have going on there, you can check out their website over at purgatoryroasters.com. And like reading comic books, BoomTube Comics in Southington, check it out over at boomtubecomics.com. And got a couple of conventions coming up. Um, for the gamers, the CT GamerCon at Mohegan Sun at the Mohegan. Where the hell is it? Just had it. Oh yeah. The CT GamerCon, Gamer and Anime Con, April 6th and the 7th at the Mohegan Sun Convention Center. Tickets are on sale now at on the website ctgamercon.com. And if you don't go there, you can check out Terrificon, which is coming up this August. They traditionally they've been doing this at the end of July, but now they moved it to August 16th through the 18th at the Mohegan Sun Expo Center. Tickets are on sale now, and you can check out um, all the wonderful people that are going to be at this event um, on the website at terrificon.com. And if you're a fan of, if you used to be for all, the older generation, like myself and others, there's going to be a Chips reunion. Eric Estrada and the other guy, I forgot his name. Yeah, they're going to be showing up at they're going to be showing up at this event, and you do not want to miss this, folks. It is going to be amazing, and yeah, Eric Estrada. So he was quite the ladies' man back in the day. Women loved him. He was really cool, and I love that show. Chips was one of my favorite shows growing up. Growing up as a kid, and they had which was I, I believe the call letters, which spelled out chips. It was California Highway Interstate Police. If I'm not, I think it was that. I think those were the call letters, but I'm not gonna look it up because we got too much show and little time to do it. So yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun here today. As I said at the beginning of the show, I did have Mojo at the on the graphic. What happened was got a little sidetracked, and he said he couldn't make it because he's back. He is back home. I'm going to give you the little gist of everything of what happened, and we'll talk about it more next week. Um, there was an incident that happened in Scotland, and I heard about this incident through the Stephen Colbert show, late night with Stephen Colbert, and it was one of the segments that he did last week, which was the meanwhile um that so what had happened was that a monkey was running loose and was running loose and everything like that, and apparently it was, and luck would have it, Mojo was visiting his cousin, so he was going all over the place and everything like that, and I guess they got into some monkey business. And the monkey that escaped, I believe it was a zoo or animal sanctuary or something like that, was running amok outside. He escaped and started running amok. So so yeah, it looked like it had some, and I remember Mojo showing me a picture of what the monkey looked like, and yeah, and yeah, sure enough, it was Mojo's cousin, and he has cousins all over the place. He has a big family, so yeah. Um, so he's actually a distant relative of Mojo's, and Mojo started running. I guess Mojo. I don't know the whole story. Mojo's going to talk about it. He was supposed to be here this week, because Mojo did get detained. Long story short, he did get detained, and had to wire some money over to bail him out. So, so I mean, it wasn't that bad considered, and plus also because he's a monkey, it was pretty cheap, so I was able to afford it. God. So they held him over there, and they immediately sent him back home. Um, so so yeah, he got sent back home, and so he's resting comfortably right now. He's a little under the, he's a little under the weather right now, but he has a little cold. So, but Mojo is going to come back next week, and we'll be here next week, and he'll discuss about what had happened, and in better detail than what I did. So, um, it's a very interesting story, and we talked it out and everything, and it's like, so Mojo's back. He's at home right now. He's just taking it easy. He's just laying low for a while. So that's pretty much what it is. I mean, he did admit on having a cold, but in true form, he did have a he did need to lay low for for a while until things were okay. So, like I said, he'll be here next week, and we'll talk more about it as we continue the story. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. What else is going on? Yeah, I saw. Yeah, the Marvels. The Marvels. Um, came out this week. Came out this week on Disney Plus. Actually, it came out today, and I really don't understand what the big deal about this movie was. I thought the movie was awesome. This movie was actually really good. I mean, especially the action scenes. The action scenes were, oh my god, they were amazing. But there was a lot of, there was a lot of flack, about this movie when it came out last year in theaters. And now normally when I talk about a movie and I go to review it, I usually just say, "Oh, good, moving on." But no, I have to talk about this movie. I have to talk about this movie. I'm not going to spoil anything because the movie was too good. The movie's too good. And I don't understand what the big deal about this movie was. This movie was amazing, and you know the action was good. The chemistry between the three actors, they were amazing. You know, they worked well together, and but the fact that they were all women. It seems like a lot of people have a big deal about women in lead roles lately. With Barbie, and it started all the way back when go when Ghostbusters 2016 happened. I you know it was good. Even that movie was good. Wasn't bad. Wasn't terrible. It was average. But it seems like whenever there's a movie with a female lead or leads, nobody wants to see it. Yeah, Wonder Woman did. The first Wonder Woman movie did good in the box office. Um, Second one questionable, and but then and then Black Widow. Everybody gave that movie shit when that movie came out. Primarily because of the fact that everybody, a lot of people did want to see the Black Widow movie, but it took a while because the pandemic hit, and there were some questions being pushed around and everything like that. So it was still, the movie was okay. It was watchable. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. But you know, Captain Marvel, the first Captain Marvel movie was good. I like that. It was the way it should be. But then here comes the Marvels. Everybody's making a big deal about this movie because apparently it's 2023, and at the time, when the movie came out, it's 2023, and women can have can you know women are allowed to have lead roles. Barbie and this one, and it's like, what the hell, stop with this misogynist, He-Man, male chauvinistic, alpha male, jack off, testosterone bullshit. Okay, you know, women can be hero. Women can be actors too. Can have a lead role too. And this it was. There's no call for it. There's absolutely no call for it. Enough with this stuff. It's 2024. I can't. I'm tired of repeating this every friggin' time because whether it's a new year and everything like that. We're starting off with the new year. Everybody got to start. You know. You know. With this male testosterone thing, and I'm opening up a window because cramped in here. Yeah. You know, enough is enough already. Oh, that was on camera. Let's see. Yes! Came up on camera. I love it. I'm glad I sent it out there. But this male chauvinistic pig shit needs to stop. You know, Barbie was good. You know, Barbie was a good film. Marvels was a good film. Any other movies starring a female did, I'm sure that they were good too. Enough is enough now. Enough. Had a good time. Had a good time. You can have a good time too. And if it's not your cup of tea, then you know what? Don't fucking watch it. Plain and simple. Nose is clogged. I'm not doing it. I'm not. It's like, why don't you just do this shit on Friday? It's like, no, I got. I'll be tired. I need. I thought about not doing the show, but I said I need to do a show. So I'm not taking. I'll take a break when I'm damn well done ready. But yeah, probably do a tape show when I'm, on the time that I go on vacation. Yeah. Let's see here. So, all right, we have to do a couple of obituaries today. Um, um, one being Toby Keith. Um, next one we'll get to in a minute because um it has a lot more meaning. But yeah, country music legend Toby Keith passed away. I believe it was day or day or two ago. Yeah, it was surprisingly it was shocking for a lot of fans out there for Toby Keith. Um, died of cancer, age 62. Uh, yeah, he was not doing well. And I saw some recent pictures of him, and yeah, he didn't look like Toby Keith. And I was like, oh my god, I was like what the hell what the hell happened to Toby Keith? Now I do know who Toby Keith is. As I said, he was a country music um superstar, a legend in country music. Um, famously noted for um singing a hit song um on the um post 9/11. Uh, and there was that song was um highly emotional and popular at that time, still is to this day. And they, from what I understand, I do hear that they play that song every, whenever there's every 9/11 as a remembrance of that tragedy that happened in September 11th, 2001. And so yeah, it was, he was a good singer. For me, honestly, I never really listened to his music other than that song that I just told you about. And So I wasn't really a Toby Keith fan, but out of respect and everything, there are a lot of Toby Keith fans out there, and I want to um extend those sympathies out there to you. And yeah, it was really sad. Um, that so um out of respect and kindness and everything like that, um, we'll put him into the Channel X Hall of Fame. And so yeah, I think that's the right thing. Another famous celebrity also died um over the week from what I over the weekend, and um it's actually our choice for this week's Black History Month. Carl Weathers, um, famously known as Action Jackson, uh, more famously known as Apollo Creed. Um, he was a NFL Hall of Fame NFL star. Um, from what I understand, he played for if I'm not mistaken, I think he played for the Raiders. I think he played for the Raiders. I gotta look on that one for what team that he played for. Um, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But all I do know is that he's a Hall of Fame football player. Um, he was in Apollo Creed. He was in the first Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, he's and most recently noted for playing for being in the Mandalorian. And but yeah, apparently there were some spots that he did for the Super Bowl commercials, and I guess they're gonna go and honor his legacy um through those commercials and everything like that. So yeah, so yeah, Carl Weathers had a huge resume of amazing stuff, whether it was playing for the NFL or in a lot of hit movies like I just mentioned, Action Jackson, Predator, Rocky, um, Rocky 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and the first four Rocky movies, um, Mandalorian, anything that he was in, he was the best. So it is, as we as we honor Black History Month, um, it's great to recognize him as a uh, a wonderful black actor, and he will be truly truly missed, and one of my favorite actors. And we are going to miss him very very much. But his legacy will always live on through our hearts and content. The stuff that we watch him in. Um, we'll never stop watching as long as especially when we keep him right here. So with that being said, he is being inducted into the Channel X Hall of Fame. So as of right now, let's go ahead and do a moment of silence for both Carl Weathers and Toby. Okay, we'll be met. All right. Well, Super Bowl Sunday, this Sunday. Now I know I also said last week that I was going to have like some stuff. I didn't get a chance to go to the store today, so because I was so busy. Oh, excuse me. So my my little my little thing that I was supposed to do isn't going to happen. I apologize. I am. I'm going to do like a video on the side sometime this week. And, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So, yeah. So yeah, my menu for Super Bowl is always wings, nachos, and wings, nachos, and um, pizza bagel. I make my own pizza bagels, and a lot of my friends, a lot of my friends love them. My family loves it too, and everything. It's always so. And so yeah, quick, simple, and easy. They're the best. You'll love them just. But and whenever I make my wings, I always make my traditional sauce, and I always add up. I always um you know add up the ante um every year. Making it spicier and everything like that. I'm gonna do a little bit do a little something different with this year. Last year I did something that was extremely spicy. It was I threw in some habanero peppers. I threw in some habaneros in there and I ground it up. It wasn't what how I wanted it to be because I got this thing that I had this thing and I it didn't really come out well because the way I um processed the peppers, it didn't I I botched it, but still when I was able to get it out there, it was still very good, still very hot, and I plan on doing that again. I'm going to do that again this year, but I'm going to add a little something different to it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing really going to be adding up. I'm really going to be crazy crazy stick with this year. So yeah, it's going to be amazing, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Um, we shall see. We shall see what we're going to. Um, so yeah, Super Bowl Sunday is going to happen this week. I'm gonna and what we always do is I like to do um my predictions. I always give out my predictions. Every Super Bowl has always been a tradition. Um, so I mean, we're keeping the spirit alive because usually I would have um, Jerry Rice bobblehead on here with us, and uh, sadly he's not with us anymore. Long story, but we're keeping that tradition alive, and hopefully we'll get another bobblehead character to join us sometime soon in the future. So I mean, we will see. Haven't debated yet on still looking out for one. Yeah, it would be good. But anyways, so yeah, this Sunday, Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas. It's going to be between Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Um, that are already in Vegas right now, getting things all set and ready and everything. And it looks amazing. It's gonna be amazing. They already had like a like a thing already, and I guess you could watch it now on the NFL Network. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was like an opening ceremony or something like that. So, um, but yeah, Sunday's going to be a really busy day, especially for me. Because not only am I cooking, doing all the cooking and everything like that, I'm also prep. I'm also going to be watching the puppy bowl. The puppy bowl. I watch that every Super Bowl Sunday, and it's adorable. Yeah, I love watching that. And it's like, and hey, we dogs gotta stick together. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love it. It's a teeny little puppy, and listening to those cheap puns that they have going on there, and it's like, oh, why you gotta bark up the wrong tree on those jokes? I mean, really, got a bone to pick with you guys. But yeah, it's but Super Bowl Sunday, so it's always so good. And you know what? You know what I hate? You know what I really hate? I really hate the fact that we have to that in certain areas we have to refer to it as the big game. I guess there's like some sort of copyright. It's like, why even talk about it? Why talk about it? You know, why is it such a big deal? I don't care. I'm calling it Super Bowl because that's the name of the that's what it says on the poster. It says Super Bowl. It doesn't say the big game, because it's a big lane. You know, to just call it the big. If you're gonna, you know, then change the name. Change the name to the big game. If we can't say Super Bowl, you know, we've been saying it since the beginning, and stop with this nonsense of calling it the big game because you know what, it's stupid. I'm still gonna refer it to me. It's still the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna say it. So Super Bowl Sunday. It's not Big Game Sunday. It's called Super Bowl Sunday. If you have a problem with an extra syllable, then I don't. Then that's your problem. But to me, it's still Super Bowl. So, anyways, my prediction for Super Bowl Sunday between the Chiefs and the 49ers going to be Kansas City. Now, this has nothing to do with the fact that Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. Has nothing to do with that because I would have picked Kansas City even if Taylor Swift wasn't even dating Travis Kelce. I'm just saying. And I bet every time Kansas City picks, that's who I pick because you know it's a good team. They won. They they're doing pretty good as far as Super Bowl. When they're in the Super Bowl. I think they only lost one game, and it was a close one, if I'm not mistaken. But it was still a good game. And so yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs, and everybody wants to throw politics into it. Let me tell you something. Taylor Swift has nothing to do with politics. Okay, just because she's encouraging her Swifties to go out and vote, and she's done her job. So, but apparently, the government, uh, some people on the GOP, they want to go and say that, oh, it's a political propaganda. She's gonna. It's like, who gives a fuck who she's gonna support? Who gives a shit? It's none of my business, and it certainly is not yours either. So shut the fuck up. Stop talking about politics and just watch the goddamn game. And And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit back, relax, cook my cook my traditional football. Um, I got bat wings flopping around. And I don't give a shit. Let it bother you. Let it bother you. It's like, listen, I'm getting old. Damn it. I don't give a shit. I'm at level 45 already. Learn to deal with it. And look, bare arms. I have that right. That's my constitutional right. I bare my arms. There you go. That's right. Get her done. Anywho, so yeah, listen. Enough with the politics bullshit. Enough with it already. It's a sport between two of the best teams in the NFL today, and a music celebrity sensation is dating one of the football players. Leave it alone. Enough is enough. Again, this is 2024. Stop with this drama shit. Stop with this drama shit. We don't need it. We especially don't need it in our football. Leave Taylor alone. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's going to do when it comes election day. Leave it alone. Nobody's business who she's going to endorse, and it's certainly she doesn't have to mention it during the Super Bowl when when the Kansas City win. Oh, by the way, that's my prediction. Kansas City's going to win. That's not a prediction; it's a spoiler. You know, it's going to come close though. It's going to come close. I think there's going to be a I'm thinking that there's going to be a 3 point difference between the two of them. But and Kansas City's going to win by 3 points. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Am I putting money on it? Nope, because I'm not a betting. And I don't, you know, and yeah, Taylor's going to be, Taylor's going to be there. Going to be wrapping up her tour in Hong Kong. So yeah, it's gonna have a good time. And that's what she's going to be there for. She's going to have a good time, and it's going to, everybody's going to have a good time. And then, you know, big question also too: will Travis Kelsey propose to Taylor Swift um, when they win? If they win, yes, I think that that's going to happen. Either, and that would be one Disney commercial I would like to see. That would be Taylor Swift. Your man Travis Kelsey has won the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do now? I'm getting married at Disney World or Disneyland. That's the commercial I would like to see. I would love to see that commercial. That would be amazing. I would love to see that. I'm getting married at Disneyland. I got the gas today. Good thing gas prices are low. Alrighty. Yeah, it's gonna Super Bowl commercial. And most notably, Reba McEntire is going to be singing the national anthem. Um, Usher is gonna be on the halftime show, and it's gonna be a good Super Bowl. So yeah. So we're not going to see Taylor Swift perform at the halftime show, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, it would have made a good, marketing strategy to just have Usher sit this one out. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not so. I mean, he's out there promoting a new album, which I didn't know he was doing. So, um, yeah, it's going to be pretty good. Um, big question is halftime. With the halftime show, what is Usher going to open with first? Glad you asked. And I think that he's going to open up with "Yeah." That's what I think he's going to open up with that because that's a hit song. I mean, that's still a hit song, and I love that song. So I hope Little John shows up. Because I like Little John. We haven't seen Little John in like God knows how long. So I would like to see what he looks like today. I don't want the internet to spoil it and said he's gonna look like this, and when he doesn't look like this, he's gonna look like that. You know, yeah, yeah, okay. I can't do it good, so yeah. A little bit of LA Night for you. Oh boy. So, but another reason, you know, such an amazing, Super Bowl is such an amazing event is because of what plays in between the game, and that is the Super Bowl commercials, the wonderful new ads that are coming out, and some of them have already been released already, which why? And they've been throwing in some teasers left and right, um, saying this, that, and everything. There's been I've seen teasers for M&M's, Budweiser, um, State Farm, and Dunkin' Donuts for some reason. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So um, basically, for State Farm, we're gonna be seeing a State Farm movie, which is gonna be 1 minute long. So yeah, get ready for that. And it's gonna feature Arnold. 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 Right, I'm gonna be in the movie, and I'm gonna be in a 1 minute movie because that's all I can last, and that's all. That's as long as I can last for now. I'm a minute man. Yes. Imagine he openly said that. It's like, I'm a minute man. Yes. Yes, and I'm going to be excited. I'll be back. Just shagging up some woman who was like, I'll be back. Gotta use the bathroom. You know, 1 minute later. Man, that's crazy. If we had, Arnold having sex and he does actually last a minute. Sorry, I don't know what came over me, but I know what came over you. I enjoy coming in the coming on your chest and coming on your boobies. Hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger for for Viagra. At my age, I need them. I don't know why. Look at me. I still have muscles upon muscles. However, my wife doesn't like them too much. So yeah, he's going to be Agent State Farm. That's the name of the movie, Agent State Farm. But it's actually a 1 minute ad for State Farm. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be about. That's going to be funny as hell. Um, Christopher Walken is doing a commercial for BMW. There's already a teaser for that one. I saw I saw a Dunkin' Donuts ad with Ben Affleck. He has something going on for with that one as well. And the Clydesdales are back. That's good, I guess. Had a little flack last year. They weren't going to show the Clydesdales, and a lot of people got pissed off with that. So yeah, the Clydesdales are coming back. I'm really glad for that. Um, yeah, I've been passing gas more than I've been burping, and that's weird. That's some pretty wild stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, believe that, Ed? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Ed. So, all right. Yeah. Nonetheless, there's yeah, we're really looking forward to commercials that we're going to see and everything like that. So and then next week we're going to do do our review of the Super Bowl and all this be an all Super Bowl special um review special and everything. So it's always a lot of fun. We do that every year, and it's a tradition here, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Okay, so we got one more thing to tackle. Football lingo. See, I know my football lingo. Got one more thing. We're gonna do the Channel X top five. We're not gonna do what where I throw in a little stick. We're gonna take this a little bit seriously today. For this one because as you know, GTA 6 is going to be coming out sometime next year, and already there's some stuff. There's some videos going out there. What some fans who want to see some you know cool stuff that happened. That could benefit from both um, GTA online from GTA 5 or onto um, you know than what they're going to do with GTA um, 6's GTA Online. So, so yeah, GTA Online, as as I said, looks like it's here to stay because it's doing a lot of good stuff, and I I like it. You know, you like it, we all like it, and GTA Online has evolved, and especially with over 10 years being active and everything like that. So it it's it shows about how wonderful that this is. So yeah, we are so um so with this one, I'm gonna do the top five things that I think should be included with GTA 6. What could be done to GTA 6 that would benefit everybody. We'll also include GTA Online as well too. I also have an honorable mention that I did not put on my list, but honorable mention being that the GTA 5 port of GTA Online keep you know, keep active. Um, for those who won't be able to get for those who won't be able to get GTA 6. So I think they should keep it available and everything. Don't turn off the servers. Especially when we have a lot of people who you know spend a lot of money on shark cards and all of that. Keep it online for that. But it will also pose some. I'll repeat it again when I go into the list because I added something on this list that could benefit a lot of people too. So, all right, so here we go. Number five, um, stuff that wasn't available on day one, um, on the first GTA Online that was added later. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, heists was a big deal. Heists were a big deal. Um, in GTA 5. It was basically focused around that heists. Various heist missions and everything like that, and people wanted to do that online. And the thing is, everybody was upset. It's like, oh, how come heist wasn't available on day one? And they did a little video saying that we weren't ready and everything. Little say it's like the way you were acting online. So so what do I mean by that? Certain stuff that wasn't available um on day one that wasn't available on day one. So what do I mean by that? First off, solo lobbies was a big thing that was added later on during the I believe it was the casino update, and it was later, you know, and it updated more as it went on, where you can do where you can do uh, missions by yourself and everything. Heists, um, you could do some heists by yourself, but but you still had to have a four-player team. Um, which I think solo heists would have been better. Just saying, which they did do later on when they did the um, streets update, where you had your own auto shop and Los Santos Custom DLC. Um, that was a good one when it came out. So you were able to do your own heists and everything like that. So I mean that was actually pretty good. And they even included some other heists later on, especially with drug wars and everything like that. So yeah, it was really good. So, but yeah, that can be plus also but solo lobbies also worked out well too because it prevented griefers from messing with the way that you were playing the game, and we didn't it was pissing off a lot of people, and a lot of people wanted to do things solo without a group, and with me not having a group of my own made it really difficult to do heists and everything, and I couldn't really rely on and outsiders to help me out with this when everybody was acting like jerks. And so yeah, it was a big problem. So um with the contract mission, the contract um, DLC fixed that problem, and they were able to do all that. But day one, um, pretty much basically solo lobbies are the way to go, and do things, and especially solo heists. Pretty much anything that without having a group party. That's all I'm saying. Number four, story mode DLC. This was a big problem with um, GTA GTA 5. Even though GTA Online around GTA 5 was a big thing, was a big thing and everything, and pretty much all the new content here, went over to GTA Online. rumor rumor was there was some there were some ideas about having story mode DLC, kind of like what they did with GTA 4 with Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned. However, because of the success and popularity of GTA Online, they scrapped it. And but there were some fans who still loved the story, that wanted to see, to expand more on that story, on that. And I think that would have been beneficial. Um, Moving forward, I think that they should do story mode DLC. They could still do um, updated content for GTA Online 2 or whatever they're going to call it when GTA 6 come out. But I think that this would be a little bit more beneficial for everybody, so that everybody can be happy. And I think that would be really, yeah. That's what made Ballad of Gay Tony, and that's why GTA 4 was so good, because Ballad of Gay Tony and Lost in the Dame were so good. Um, Number three, returning character. It's always been a tradition in all Grand Theft Auto games that a lot of old characters, what whether we played as them or not, or even some side characters and everything, has always made an appearance. Um, has always made an appearance in GTA, even going back to the old, you know, to the original trilogy being GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. And yeah, that was a big deal back then. And then when GTA 4 came out, there wasn't really any returning characters, any returning characters from the from GTA 3 or San Andreas or Vice City. There was, I believe, mentions of them, but nothing about that. GTA When GTA 5 came out, story mode um, had a lot of Easter eggs. Um, one being, you know, one being Johnny um, from the Lost and Dam. When he came into from GTA 4, he wasn't a playable character. He was basically like a returning character, and did a little story, during Trevor's mission. And um, Brucey showed up in the GTA Online. He was from, of course, he was from GTA 4. Yusuf Amir, just recently, recently with the latest update that came out of the Chop Shop deal update. Yusuf Amir from GTA 4, he came back, and a lot of people loved him and everything. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, Laszlo, Laszlo is pretty much the only one. We don't know if he's going to come back as if Laszlo's going to come back for number 6. I don't know. It's hard to say right now. Or they might mention him in GTA 6. We don't on the radio. I don't know. Gay Tony um, showed up on GTA Online in your in your um, nightclub in the nightclub DLC. Um, there was a mention in one of the modes. Um, you can that mentioned Nico, but they didn't mention him by name. Um, he was known as Middle Eastern, and so yeah, by Lester. Um, in the heist, you can actually hire Pat McCreary for the heist, and you get the idea. So it'll be nice to see some returning characters from GTA 5. Um, just to check up on them to see how they've been, how they're doing. Especially with Michael Trevor or Franklin. Um, we've seen we've seen Franklin evolve over the years with with the contract DLC. He actually um, has his love. They're now married, and he owns a music empire. So yeah, it's really good. I would like to see. Um, I would like to know what happens to Trevor. Not sure what's going to happen because the Stephen Ogg who voices Trevor, I guess is distancing himself from his Trevor character because he wants whatever the case may be. But um, Ned Luke, the voice actor for Michael, um, he's very you know he was asked if the question was asked when he was doing a live stream if um, if there's any possibilities. I mean, he hasn't said anything about that, but he said, but if an opportunity did come and Rockstar asked me, he would say sure, yeah. And I would like to know how Michael's doing after GTA 5. Um, is Michael still still married with to Amanda? How's Tracy and Jimmy doing? That sort of thing. I know we know what happens to Jimmy. You know he works at a an arcade in the GTA Online. So yeah, but Tracy, we never heard. We never seen anything from Tracy after after the story mode. So yeah, we would like to see how she's doing. So maybe she could be referenced um, later on. We don't. So yeah, we shall we shall see. Returning characters has always been tradition in GTA, and I think that they should. Number two, GTA Online map expansion. What do I mean by that? Well, as I did the honorable mention, um, part of that, it'll be nice to visit, with the map expansion, it'll be nice to focus, to still, to still have your stuff in, from GTA Online, all the stuff that you had in San Andreas, um, be able to check, go back and forth between Vice City and San Andreas, that sort of thing. And then with this map expansion, I think it'll be really nice to travel between the two islands. I think that'll be really nice. So, so yeah, I think so yeah, map expansion. I mean, now that it's going to be on the on the current gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series S and X. Yeah, I think a map expansion will be just what they need. And with GTA Online for PS5 and Xbox Series S and X, um, they included animals. So yeah, I think that would be um, that will be really cool to see what else could happen in there. So yeah, it'd be nice to to see you know go back to with this map with this map expansion. You won't be able you know to worry about stuff like that. Which brings me to number one, which continues. Um, your avatar, your money, and all bought items carried over. No RP, which means that you can have your avatars, you can get to keep your money and all the stuff that you bought. Just your RP level, you will have to start over from scratch. Kind of like what you could do now with the character transfer um, option that they brought back. Um, this can coexist with what I was saying with map expansion, which will be a good way because with this map, with this map expansion, you you know you can go back, you can travel from Los Santos to Vice City, back and forth, check, do all your stuff, you know, do all the stuff that you had over in Los Santos, then fly over and carry on your stuff over there. And I think that will be really good. I think that that would be amazing. And this way here, you won't have to lose all that stuff. And if you aren't going to be able to uh, keep all your stuff, I think you know make it so that we get a reasonable, like maybe a refund or some sort of compensation to allow it to either sell us, to have us sell all our stuff and bring it back, but also, like I said in the honorable mention, keep online for those who don't own. Uh, keep GTA Online available for those who don't own GTA 6. But for those who own GTA 6 and GTA 5, you're not going to lose anything except for your RP. You would have to start over from scratch. I think that would be fair. So, well, I'm looking at the time here, and I think that's all the time I have. I'm sorry. I know we could stay longer, but I gotta get to bed. So, it's like almost one. It's almost 1:30 here in the East Coast, and I'm tired. Sorry. But thank you all so much for tuning in today. Hope you Hope you like what you see, and if you did, thumbs up the video if you like it. But before we do that, be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's program, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Let us know in the comments section down below. Ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support all small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you could do for small streamers like myself, and that is face hug that subscribe button. We'll be back on our usual time on Thursday next week. This Saturday, we got another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you here next Thursday for our review of the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a big Super Bowl review special. So stay tuned. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to have a lot of fun. Also, show some love by checking out some of the content that I already did for the past couple of days with the burger product reviews and everything like that. Thinking about changing the name instead of Tom Dog Tries. I'm thinking about changing the name. Haven't debated. Haven't thought what I'm going to call it. But I have one in mind, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want nobody to steal it. But you'll know the change once that comes up. So a lot of other stuff coming up soon. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next. We'll see you here next week on another episode of Channel X. We'll see you on Saturday for Wrestling Prime. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Love you all.